One day I'll open the finest woodworking shop this town has ever seen. Tables, chairs, cabinets, all built by my hands.
Stop telling people your plans. Every time you announce your dream, you trick your brain into feeling accomplished. The praise feels like progress. The compliments feel like success, but nothing has been built. If you keep talking, you'll fall in love with attention instead of discipline. This is the story of a man who learned that silence builds faster than noise.
Imagine a rocking chair that lasts generations, built by my own hands. Everyone will want one.
In a small American town in the 1950s, Daniel was known for his words. Every evening at the diner on Main Street, he shared bold plans about opening the finest woodworking shop in town. He described polished tables and handcrafted chairs that would last generations. People nodded, impressed at first, but months passed and nothing changed. The old garage behind his father's house remained dark and dusty. Slowly, admiration turned into quiet laughter. Daniel began to notice something painful. People enjoyed his dreams, but they did not respect him. And deep down, he knew why.
I love talking about this more than actually building it.
One night, Daniel overheard a group mocking his big future. The laughter followed him home. Under dim streetlights, he realized he had mistaken attention for progress. Talking about success had become addictive. The praise gave him satisfaction without requiring effort. Inside his silent garage, he faced reality. Unused tools, untouched wood, and wasted time. For the first time, he admitted the truth. He loved speaking about the dream more than building it. That night, without telling anyone, Daniel made a decision. He would stop announcing his plans. From now on, he would let his actions speak.
One more cut. Measure again.
Before sunrise the next morning, a single light flickered on inside the garage. Daniel began practicing basic cuts. His hands were unsteady, measurements were wrong, wood splintered. But he didn't complain or explain, he simply tried again. The town assumed he had given up since he no longer talked about his dream. In reality, he was finally working on it. Blisters formed, mistakes cost him money, progress was slow and invisible. Yet for the first time, his effort felt real. There was no applause, only discipline. And discipline, he discovered, felt different from excitement.
Still working on that big dream of yours?
Just working.
Weeks turned into months. Daniel studied woodworking books from the local library and practiced every night. He built small stools, shelves, and simple chairs. Many failed. Some collapsed. Doubt whispered that returning to the diner would be easier, but he kept going. Without the pressure of public promises, he could focus entirely on improvement. When neighbors asked what he was doing, he simply said, "Just working." No details, no timelines. The garage slowly transformed into a true workshop, and Daniel began to understand that progress grows stronger when it isn't performed for an audience.
It's small, but it's real. No applause, just skill, just effort.
After a year of quiet effort, Daniel's skills sharpened. His cuts became precise, his joints held firm, his finishes glowed under warm light. He saved money for better tools and higher quality wood. Meanwhile, others at the diner continued sharing big ideas. Daniel listened from a distance, no longer tempted to join. He had learned that motivation fades, but discipline compounds. Each day of silence added strength to his craft. He no longer needed validation. Improvement itself became his reward. Slowly, the man who once chased attention began building something far more powerful: credibility.
Let them see the work, not my words.
One autumn morning, Daniel stepped back and looked at a collection of finished furniture. Sturdy tables, balanced rocking chairs, detailed cabinets. Each piece represented hundreds of unseen hours. Without announcing anything, he rented a small storefront on Main Street. He painted a simple sign, "Daniel and Son, Custom Woodwork." No grand opening, no speech. He quietly unlocked the door and arranged his work behind the glass. People passing by slowed down, surprised by the craftsmanship. For the first time, Daniel didn't need to describe his dream. It stood solid in front of them.
Thank you. I hope it lasts generations. The work speaks for itself.
It's a fine piece of work, Daniel. Thank you.
It will be treasured.
Customers entered cautiously. A family purchased a dining table, impressed by its strength and detail. Another placed a custom order. Word spread, not through loud promotion, but through quality. At the diner, conversations shifted. The laughter disappeared. Respect replaced it. Daniel never mentioned his past promises. He didn't remind anyone of what he used to say. He simply delivered excellent work. Success felt heavier now, not fragile like compliments, but stable like oak wood. The town finally saw what silence had built.
Start, measure, cut. Mistakes teach more than words. Action builds skill.
He returned home one day to a family that smiled warmly, unaware of the battles he had fought alone. He realized that the impact of silent sacrifice is invisible, yet profound. The comfort, security, and stability he provided were his true legacy. No words of praise or applause were necessary. He had honored his promises and fulfilled his responsibility. And though no one might ever fully know the nights he spent in struggle, he was at peace. Stop announcing your future to feel important today. The world doesn't reward plans, it rewards proof. When you move in silence, you protect your focus. When you build consistently, you build confidence. Let others talk about what they will do. You show them what you've done. Because in the end, noise fades, but results remain.